which is Google Hangouts. So I know that Carrie talked a little bit about this a few weeks ago when she was talking about Google Drive and Google Calendars and whatnot. And Google Hangout is a really great tool to communicate with agents, for agents to communicate with clients, for us to communicate with our managers, and especially for your marketing team to communicate with you outside of being sitting there one-on-one. So let me show you how it works. The easiest way to get to it is you log into Gmail, and you can see right here I've got my Gmail account set up while it's loading. And in the upper right-hand corner, let me turn this BombBomb tracking off real quick. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see this grid, right? It says Google Apps. It's got the 9 dots there. You click on that, and then you're going to go down, right down the center row to Meet. They call them Google Hangouts. The link is Meet. I don't get it. But we're looking for the video camera here, with the video camera in the chat bubble, okay? You're just going to click on that. And what happens is it basically brings up a Meet for you. Now you see I've got nothing scheduled for today, nothing in my calendar, which I believe is sort of what Carrie touched on with the calendars. But what I can do here is I can just click join or start a meeting, and I can name it whatever I want. There's no spaces though, I don't believe. Oh, there isn't this one. So I'm going to do JD's BlueSync. Oh yeah, JD BlueSync test. And I'm going to do continue. Now all of a sudden, I'm up, and you can see my face right there, and you see everything's connecting. And now I've got a Google Hangout going right now. Now I know that I'm going to email this link to Jeanette. Jeanette, I know you're watching this. Hopefully you're not asleep. If you don't mind jumping on this Hangout here, that would be great, so I can use it as an example. So there are a couple things that I want to show us from here. One, if you click join meeting, I'm going to be able to join the meeting. Two, I want you guys to look at the URL up in the corner up here, http da. You see where it's got the three groups of letters, MIO dash blah 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 dash blah blah blah. If you delete everything past it, it should start with a question mark. If you delete all of that, now we've just got the meet.google.com and 3 groups of letters. This is the link to your Google Hangout. So this is what I just emailed Jeanette. This is what you can send people in order for them to get into it as well. So you'll notice, hopefully, if you can see I can add others, it gives me the info. And Jeanette's probably going to have her camera turned off, which thank you, Jeanette, for being here. But you can see all she had to do was click on that link from the email, and it loaded the exact same screen right up for us. So now you can see up in the corner, I'm just going to give us a little overview of what we're looking at here, okay? Up in the corner, upper right, you've got how many people are in the call. There's the 2 of us right now. You've got the chat bubble, which you can use, obviously, to chat to people if you want to. And then you've also got a little, thumbnail of your screen down here. And then I want to go along the bottom. Now, they have a captions thing here. I've never actually used the captions before, so I don't know how well they work, but I don't see them popping up with my words, so I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, look at that, they've got some text down there. So I'm gonna turn off the captions. Right here, it just shows you all the info again if you need to send this to people. Now, one thing that is nice is that if someone needs to join in for a meeting, they don't actually need to have a computer present. There is a dial-in number and a PIN number, so they can do this from their phone if they want to. They can dial that number, and then it'll ask them for the PIN, and if they put that in, they'll be able to connect to this call. They don't need, I believe they don't need a certain browser, although I think Chrome is the one that works best, and I would exclusively use it because it does work best. And then down here, you've got 3 buttons here. One is turn off microphone, so if I were to do this, Jeanette wouldn't be able to hear me anymore. One is turn off camera, which just turns off my camera and makes it sort of an audio call like this. And then the 3rd button, of course, is leave call, which is I'm out of here, goodbye. The last thing I want to show us on this screen is present now. So if I click on this, and again, anybody can click present now from their screen. I can click my window, I'm going to click my entire screen, and now everybody, I'm going to click share. It says share your screen, you're going to click the screen and click share. Now everybody who's on the Google Hangout will be able to see my screen. So this is me presenting to a couple people in a meeting. This is me presenting to an entire class. We have some of our Florida Launchpad sessions today, and this is how we video in. We use a Google Hangout to video into the entire room. So then they can see my face, they can see the screen. I can click stop presenting, and it'll go just back to my face. But this is really helpful, again, for us on an admin and sort of support team level, because from a marketing standpoint, we can video in, and you can, a lot of agents will kind of they'll go, well, I want to show you what I have here, and they'll kind of hold up something on their notepad, and we can look at it more specifically. It's great for ASCs, for RSCs, and for myself for support issues. If you've got an agent at home having an issue with dot loop, if you've got an agent who's not in the office having an issue with CBX or CB Exchange or something like that, we can get a Google Hangout up and work with them directly through this medium so that they can present their screen, they can show us what's going on, and we can try to assess it that way. Now, the great thing about this link that I was telling you guys about up here that you can share to people, this link is unique and lasts for basically forever. So what I've done is I have gone, if you look at my tabs across the top up here on my Chrome, you'll see right here that towards the far right, one of them says JD's Hangout. This is a link that I have always ready for a Google Hangout. So if an agent says, oh, I need help with this, I can just click on this link right here, and it'll bring up my Google Hangout link automatically. So what I'd recommend doing is going in and setting up a Google Hangout, and then you can take that link, you can drag it to your desktop over here. So now you've got a link to it always ready to go on your desktop. You can do what I did and put it along your favorites along this top bar here. You can basically do whatever, like I said, obviously whatever you need to do to memorize that or to keep it handy. So again, I'm just going to go over one more time how we got to this place, but if you have any questions, please write them in. But I just went to my Gmail, and from here in the upper right corner, I clicked Google Apps, and then the Meet one. It's the green one with the video camera. And then I just started one. I clicked Join or Start a Meeting, I put in a name for it, and then my meeting was launched. And it's a great way to communicate with people outside of the office. Nicole asks, do agents need a Google email to use this? Do you need a Gmail to use a Google Hangout? I am doing some magic and Googling this right now, but I do not believe so. And based off of what I found right here on the Google support, no. It says external guests can join without a Google account using the meeting URL if allowed. And they can even present and stuff just like everybody else. So as long as you haven't changed any settings, Nicole, they should be able to. So if I click Join Meeting and I check my meeting details, there's a big old face right there. I have not changed any of the settings on here, so they should be able to join right away. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn off my camera there. That's actually a great question as well, Tommy. If an agent was struggling on their phone, can they share their phone screen as well? And I've got the Hangout app, and that actually raises a great point, so thank you for bringing that up. There is a Google Hangout app. It's Meet. And let me actually get my screen up real quick so I can show you the icon. So it's right along this bottom row here, right there. It looks just like it does on the apps. It's just the white with the camera right there. And let me find out. I'm going to join a meeting real quick. Oops, sorry. Actually, nope. I'm gonna do this from my phone. Meeting code. Let's try this real quick. Bear with me, everyone. This is a learning experience for us all. QWGY. And then the last one is NDU. I'm gonna click join. All right. So. Oh boy. Now there's two of me. All right. I've turned that one off. So you can see I'm presenting from my phone screen on here. Let me see if I can find a way to do it, actually present my phone screen. It does not look like it's going to let me do that from here. So let me do a little bit more research into that, Tommy, because that's a great question, and I cannot find out how to do it. I turned that off because that was getting a little confusing. I could not figure out how to do that right now, but you can come in from the phone using the app. So let me see if I can find an answer for you in terms of sharing a phone screen on a Hangout. Let me turn my face off once more. But any other questions for this? Like I said, it's great for, the main thing that I like using it for is remoting in and helping with tech issues, because half the time when an agent is describing something going wrong with their computer, the best way to fix it is to be able to actually see what's going on their computer. But it's also great for agents with clients too, right? So if an agent, if a client can't come into the office for whatever reason, or if an agent is maybe on vacation or something, they can get one of these up real quick, send it to one of their clients, and talk over the Google Hangout really quick, whether it's an issue in the house, whether it's an issue with some paperwork. It's just another great way for all of us to communicate with somebody else. So what I encourage you to do is to go in and create your Google Hangout link, and then just save it on your computer like I showed you, where you can put it on your desktop down here, you can put it in your bookmarks up here, however you want to do it. But it's a like I said, it's a great tool, and one that we have been using a lot since switching over to G Suite. So that about does it for today. Let me make sure there might have been another question. Will this be recorded? Yep, absolutely, Michelle. This will be BlueSync. It'll go in Monday as always, and it'll go out to your agent. So again, if this is something you think would be beneficial for your office, make sure that you talk about this at a sales meeting. You communicate with your manager so that maybe they can bring it up. And just as a reminder, if you can go here through Schmidt Resources, but also if you go to schmidtvideoclassroom.com, schmidtvideoclassroom.com, this will take you to our YouTube channel for BlueSync for everything, and we have a BlueSync playlist. It's the very first playlist. So if you ever miss a BlueSync, it will obviously go out on Monday, in the Blue Matters Monday. But all those videos that get recorded get put up in these playlists, and you can see all of our videos, our video library right here.